but every driver will get at least 2 races out there today. A lot of times we see the first round and half the cars are gone. Today, they're all going to get one more shot at trying to get in to the finale. Sometimes you get a good pick, sometimes you get a bad pick on that first race. We're going to give them a second chance.
So Gula to the inside, Decker to the outside. They're at the line ready to go to open up our Nutcracker Thrill Show. Troy City Tactical Spectator Drag. They're off down into turn number 1. Decker all the way up the track. Gula leads it down the backstretch, hugging the bottom. As Gula in the Civic through 3 and 4. Decker tries to close in on the bottom. He does, but it's not going to be enough. Nicolo Gula will move on. He's at the 1975. And she'll be going up against Michael Kugler in the 1992 Mazda B2200 out of Hope Valley, Rhode Island. Still has the ladder. As long as it's tied down well enough, I guess it'll be all right. He is off right out of the gate.
He put that knee on the table and jumped on the gas.
Down the back goes Kugler.
I guess that means he's got to step up on him.
So he certainly has more than a step up with the size of that ladder. He's going to take the checkered flag. Kugler is going to move on. And Davina Toll will head to the losers bracket. Race to number 3 of the first round, Franz Wettinger. It is 94 Pontiac Firebird. He's to the outside, and Matthew Hayden, the 2004 Acura TL, off the line. And Hayden not getting a good jump. It's Wettinger down through the corner, hitting the back, opening up that gap, down the back into turn number 3. Rolling through the corner is Wettinger. He's going to come off turn number 4, take home the checkered flag with ease. The Firebird moves on to the next round. Finale of the Spectator Drag. Some and some new rides, some of the ones they've raced all year long. This time though, it's Joseph down to the inside, to the outside, Sullum. Pretty even start down through 1 and 2. Sullum with a slight advantage on that outside, but Joseph quickly evens it up. They race down the back into turn number 3. Joseph hugging the bottom. Sullum pulls up on the bumper. Coming out of turn number 4 won't be enough. Andrew Joseph moves on.
This is the last one for 2019, but we'll be back doing this again next year.
Our next matchup, Douglas Harala, the 1989 Pontiac Firebird on the outside lane of Louis Diaz. In this 1987 Pontiac Fiero GT, a new paint job on that Fiero. In the lead into turn number 3, Diaz. Down through the corner, out of turn number 4. He will move on to the next round. And it'll be Harala heading to the losers bracket. The Crown Vic may not look that dangerous, but with Farnham behind the wheel, it certainly is. What do you think, folks? Can the Crown Vic take down the Z28? They're at the line, ready to go. Farnham to the inside, Gingras to the outside. They are off. Close together through the corner, pretty even start through 1 and 2. Farnham loses it off 2. He's going to save it. But Gingras gets to the lead. Farnham down on the bottom. Can he squeeze below? He cannot. Off the corner. Rob Gingras moves on. 3000 GT. And pulling up alongside of him in the 2003 Volkswagen GTI is Kyle Buchanan out of Taunton. At the line to Farias. What a start for him. Rolling through 1 and 2. Now hits the backstretch. Opens up the gas. And he heads down to turn number 3 holding a lead, but Buchanan starts to close through the corner. DeFarias out of turn number 4, not enough. He will take home the win. Joe DeFarias showing off his stuff is Arthur Brusso in the 1988 Ford Mustang. And Curtis Lauder out of Scituate, Rhode Island. He has the 2005 Crown Victoria. He is to the outside of the Mustang. They're off, down into the corner, and a great start there from Lauder. But Caruso has the speed down the bottom lane, and that Mustang, they're even off turn number 2. A little bit close there. Causes Lauder to hop off the gas. He's trying to close in through 3 and 4, though. Hits the berm on the inside, loses that momentum. Able to save it. But it's Arthur Hayden out of Fall River. He pulls up to the line. up on the outside. It is AMC Conquer. That's a 1978 to the inside of Sam Hernandez in the 94 Z28 out of West Warwick.
Now there's something you don't see every day, especially on the racetrack, is a AMC Conquer. Kudos to him.
Hayden making a race of a 2, just a little too much into turn number 3. He's going to do some landscaping and come up a bit short. Sam Hernandez will move on in the Z28. But remember, not the end of the road for Hayden. He will join us. Race number 10 of the first round is John Johnson, but that's Pop on the outside, not your champion coming into this one. John Johnson in the 86 Chevy Camaro to the outside, and David Toll to the inside of his 91 Nissan NX. Toll all the way to the bottom of the track. Speed out of turn number 2 with a big speed over Pop as they race down into turn number 3. Off the corner they come. David Toll keeps it straight. He takes home the win. 98 Cherokee.
You know, we allow the full size as far as the Jeep. You got the pickup truck. They have to be two-wheel drive, though. It's not, you can't take the differential out of the front of the drive shaft. It has to be a true two-wheel drive, and that Jeep is. And she missed the shift, and Orbit jumped out front. And she's got to be in the 16th. Okay, sure, I should say.
Well, I guess that's a good thing with this double elimination format. Gives Lauren another chance to come back next round and redeem herself after the tough start, but it's going to be Steve Aubin coming home with a checkered flag to move on. So it's Harling to the outside, Stevenson to the inside. Waiting on the light, they get it, they are off. Stevenson with a slight advantage off the start into turn number 1, he hugs the bottom of the track. Harling almost on the bottom, he's going to lose it. Off turn number 2, spins it through the grass. He goes around, and Mackenzie Stevenson will coast on across the line. And Phil Burke out of Raymond, Maine in his 1979 Monte Carlo. So it'll be Burke up on the outside of the Monte Carlo. DeRosia on the inside. What do you think, folks? Can the Monte Carlo knock off the Mustang? They are off, a pretty even start. But DeRosia has that inside lane. That's not going to... Powers up on that outside lane, takes the lead down into turn number 3, keeps it high through the corner. DeRosia gets loose, he goes around, and Philbert moves on.
We haven't seen a full...
The 2010 Audi S4. And this should be a good battle. Amarante is third car of the Spectator Drag Series. He's to the outside of Marchand. They are off. Al with a good start, but Marchand has some speed in that Audi. Down on the bottom, they are close. Almost made contact coming out of turn number 2. Dead even down the back. Into turn number 3. Marchand holds the bottom, comes up just a little. Almirante looks for a crossover, can't make it work. Michael Martin. It involves your 2019 Troy City Tactical Spectator Drag Series champion. On the outside lane, that is John Johnson. In his 1985 Chevy Camaro, he clinched the championship coming into today's race. And he goes up against Tom Kazunis on the inside in his 95 Firebird. And Johnson wants to put a cap off that championship season as he goes hard into the corner, drifts it through 3 and 4, powers off turn number 4. John Johnson wins up, coming up to the line first. Brad Johnson, who had an incredible battle, our last Spectator Drag with his brother John. Seeing Brad take home the victory, he's to the outside of Joey Morissette. Morissette out of Fall River in the 88 Camaro. Johnson down the back. Camaro, he enters turn number 3. 3-car length lead over Morissette. Morissette tries to close, not going to happen. It is Brad Johnson taking the win. It's Aaron Benedetti, the 2015 Volkswagen Golf. And to his outside, it's John Fielding. Another weekly contender to win. In his 98 Camaro, he gets a great start down into 1 and 2, opening up that lead. This was a quick one. John Fielding coasted through turns 3 and 4, and off the corner he comes. John Fielding will move on.
Okay, so now what they did was they just put everybody back in the same section for the first one. So what's going to be fun is us trying to figure out who's in what. Down into 3 and 4, as they come off the corner side by side, the Mazda pick up a little bit loose,
and she is going against Thomas Hayden in his 1978 AMC Concord. Again, two of the most unique cars we've seen matching up here in the second round. They race down to the corner. There certainly isn't a barn burner coming down the back. But it is Hayden out front down through turns 3 and 4. Off the corner, Thomas Hayden will move on to the next round. They're at the line ready to go. Joseph to the inside. He doesn't get going. Aubin gets off to a great start. Outside lane, Joseph falls in line, they race down the back, he closes in on Aubin, looks high, looks low, he gets the opportunity low, they come off at turn number 4, Aubin close to the wall, keeps it off. Lauren Vernencio down to the inside lane, 2007 BMW, and Josh Solom out of Dighton in the 2010 Volvo S40. Solom all the way up against the wall. Vernencio as low as she can go, and another top start for Lauren. She's not going anywhere. And Josh Solom out on his own. He races down the back. And Solom will move on with ease here to the next round. So a tough break there for Lauren on track. Is Rob Gingras in his 1978 Z28. And Phil Burke in that 79 Monte Carlo. Phil Burke has the inside lane this time, and boy, he has some speed taking a lead over here. Olympic contender here closes in on that outside lane. Tries to pull up even through 3 and 4. Just a little bit short. Phil Burke moves on. That is Kevin Farnham. And the 2005 Crown Victoria out of Scituate, Rhode Island. That is Curtis Lauder. Lauder to the inside, Farnham to the outside. They are off Farnham with the hole shot down into turn number 1. He's able to clear Lauder. And they come off turn number 2. Farnham opens that lead up. Lauder has a lot of work to do here in the final corner. Farnham smooth through the corner off turn number 4. Kevin Farnham will move on. Russo. Burning out, making his way to the line. He'll be to the outside of Matthew DeRoja in the 2002 Ford Mustang. Get an 02. We got the leader. It's the 88. To the lead early. That is Russo. 4-car advantage. Closing up a bit, coming into 3. That allows DeRoja to close, but DeRoja's going to lose it through the corner. Spins it out, and Arthur Brusso moves on. He is out of Rehoboth, and the Swansea native, your champion this year, John Johnson in the 85 Camaro. Johnson with an impressive victory to start off the show. How about another one here as he gets the lead off the start. It opens it up through the corner. Down the back, hooks the wall. Down through 3 and 4. Plenty of speed through the corner. And off turn number 4, John Johnson continues to dominate so far here today. Hope Valley, Rhode Island. The 95 Pontiac Firebird. Tom Kazunis, and he lines up against the Rehoboth native. The 98 Camaro, that's John Fielding out to the early lead. But Kazunis, tough on the bottom. To avoid contact, and he powers into the corner. Contact between the two. Kazunis locks it up. And it's Fielding off the corner. He will take home the win.
She'll take care of you.
I think she's more of a motorcycle girl. Next matchup, David Toll to the outside on his 91 Nissan NX. Nicolo Gula in the 2015 Civic. They race down through the corner. Gula with the early lead on that bottom lane. But here comes David Toll. Pedal to the metal on turn number 2. He opens up the lead down the back. Third turn number 3. David Toll off the corner. He will take home the win in the NX and move on to the next round. And his opponent, it is John Pop Johnson in the 86 Camaro from Seacon. Pops to the inside, Jackson to the outside. And it's Johnson out to the early lead down through the corner in his 86 Camaro. Down the back they go. Johnson continues to hold that lead through the corner. And out of turn number 4, it's going to be John Johnson coming home a winner. Out on track now, Franz Wettinger. The line on the outside, this 94 Firebird. Mackenzie Stevenson to the inside of the 2000 Camaro. Big time matchup here. Stevenson, great start on the outside lane. Takes the lead, but Franz. Not even a car length behind, closes in on that bumper, real close, has to drag the brakes, a bit of smoke coming off, and off turn number 4, Wettinger can't catch up. Up next on track, Matthew Hayden in the 2004 Acura TL and Brian Hartling in the 2002 Corvette. Hartling gets a great jump over Hayden. Hayden off turn number 4. Losing ground coming to the turn number 3. It is Hartling off the corner. Hayden able to hang on. Started drifting up a bit. Up next, Louis Diaz in the 87 Fiero GT. Michael Marchand in the Audi S4. It's Diaz up the inside. Looks to swoop down low, around goes Diaz. Close call there, just barely missing Marchand, and Marchand will move on. That's what they're paying me for. It is 89 Pontiac Firebird, and to the outside is Al Amarante. 2001 Chevy Camaro. Amarante with a beautiful jump off the line. Down through the corner he goes up on that outside lane. Amarante holds that lead down the back. Harala tries to close in, but Amarante floors it off turn number 4. He will move on. Harala headed home. And talk about a great matchup here. Up on the outside lane in the 97 Mitsubishi is Joe DeFarius, and to the inside, Brad Johnson. They are off. No waiting around. Drag race down to turn number 1. They are even off turn number 2. DeFarius to the outside. Johnson to the inside, even into turn number 3. They go through the corner. Even off the corner. Drag race to the finish. Johnson takes it. It's Joey Morissette in the 88 Camaro against Kyle Buchanan in the 2003 Volkswagen GTI. Buchanan to the outside, Morissette to the inside. On the throttle as the light shows, they race down into turn number 1. Race down the back, Buchanan stays close. Looks to the high lane coming off turn number 4 to make the pass. Not enough time as Joey Morris. Our next matchup here in the next round. Thomas Hayden, that AMC Concord. Josh Sullen to the outside. The Volvo S40. Pretty even start. But through the corner, Sullen powers on that outside lane to the lead. Hayden goes around on the back. And rolling through the corner, Josh Sullum will take home the win. In the 2011 Crown Victoria, another great matchup here. Johnson to the outside. Barnum to the inside there, off down through the corner. Johnson powers up. Able to hang on. He'll lose some ground though to Johnson as they roll through 3 and 4. Farnham again hits the berm a little loose off the corner, and it's going to be John Johnson. He'll be matched up against Sam Hernandez in the 94 Z28. There at the line can the NX knock off the Z28. They race down through turns 1 and 2, and it's all David Toll as they race off the corner. Down the back they go. Hernandez trying to close that gap, but Toll too quick on that bottom lane. In the Nissan NX, off the corner he comes. David Toll moves on. Out of Mattapoisett to the outside lane is Andrew Joseph. And his 78 V28. And Phil Burke down on the inside lane in the 79 Monte Carlo. Can Burke knock off another one? They race through 1 and 2. Burke up to the early. Down the back they go. Into turn number 3. Joseph closes in, looks to the bottom, can't find the speed or the room. Phil Burke moves to John Fielding in the 98 Camaro. Fielding as the inside lane. Russo to the outside. They're at the line, ready to go. They are off, close, quarters, and they're coming to turn number 1, but it's Fielding. Turn number 3, Russo closes in through 3 and 4. Runs it a bit too high, and it's John Fielding. Moving on. Camaro, he'll be down to the inside. What do you think, folks? Can the 86 Camaro take home the win? Or will it be Stevenson in the 2000 Camaro? They're off down into the corner. Pretty even start between the two. Stevenson on the rear. Powers turn number 3. He'll take the lead through the corner. Johnson though hanging down to the bottom. They come off turn number 4. Just not enough for Johnson. And Marchand in the 2010 Audi S4. Hartling in the 02 Corvette. Will the Corvette take down the Audi or the Audi? It's a little false start there. Gonna have to back it up. Jumps the gun, does Marchand. Now they're off. And that didn't affect him too much. He gets up to the early lead. Now we'll see if Hartling can play catch up in the Corvette. Down the back into turn number 3, Marchand. Through the corner, off turn number 4, Michael Marchand moves on. Al Amarante in his 01 Camaro, Brad Johnson in the 1980 Camaro. Amarante to the outside, Johnson right next to him, down on the inside. They are off. And it's Brad Johnson to the early lead, the Swansea native. Powers up turn number 2, opening up that gap. Amarante needs to hustle into turn 3 here. He does. Starts to close the gap. Powers off turn number 4. Keeps it close, but Brad Johnson still takes Josh Sullum, the 2010 S40. They're at the line. Ready to go. Sullum to the outside of Morissette. Off the drop of the green, they head down into turn number 1. It'll be Morissette leading the way on the bottom. Outside lane. Loses a bit, but now in turn number 3 starts to close once again on the bottom. Off turn number 4 won't be enough. Joey Morissette moves on. Toll in the NX. Johnson in the Camaro. Does David Toll have what it takes to knock off Johnson? Down to turn number 1. Toll using the bottom lane. He's an explosion. Ronald down opens up that lead into 3. A little too hot through the corner. High off turn number 4. He's still got it. John Johnson, 79 Monte Carlo. Now has a big time test here against John Fielding. Fielding continuously runs for podium week in and week out here in the Northeast National Spectator Drag. They're off into turn number 1, even through the corner. Fielding Burke, sticking close by, has the nose underneath through the corner. Fielding has to adjust. They come off turn number 4. Drag races the line. Fielding takes it. Attention all enduro drivers. Please head to your cars now. You're up next. Enduro drivers to your cars. And our next matchup, Michael Marchand on the outside lane in his Audi. Mackenzie Stevenson to the inside. Marchand with a good start with Stevenson. Speed on that bottom lane, pulls up, rips up the track, contact there. That slows down Marchand and they race into the corner. Stevenson powers into turn number 3, takes the lead off turn number 4. Mackenzie Stevenson moves on. And here comes Brad Johnson. We're down to 5 cars. He'll be on the outside lane. Underneath him will be Joey Morissette out of Fall River in the 88 Camaro. Down they go into turn number 1. Brad gets a good start. Morissette following though on the bottom. Down to turn number 3. Morissette closes in. Hugging the bottom lane as close as he can. There's an opening there. Not going to be enough time though. Brad Johnson. This year we'll see it again here in the final race of the season. John Johnson to the outside of John Fielding. Fielding in the 98 Camaro. Johnson in the 85. They are off into the corner. John Johnson gets the lead. Pulls down in front. A little loose off the corner. Fielding closes in. Hard into the corner, both drifted out. Fielding goes around. Johnson takes home the win. Our next matchup, Mackenzie Stevenson, Brad Johnson. They are off. Johnson with the slight advantage over Stevenson. Second, Brad Johnson the advantage to 3. Stevenson closes in that gap off turn number 4. Brad Johnson takes home the win. It'll be Stevenson to the inside. Fielding to the outside. They are off down to turn number 1. Stevenson with the advantage in the corner, but here comes Fielding. Trying to pull it even down the back. He does into turn number 3. Down through the corner they go. Off turn number 4, across the line. It goes to Stevenson. Mackenzie Stevenson takes off 3rd place.
The racetrack, what a job. How close was he to that wall, ladies and gentlemen?
What a battle, and some great sportsmanship between the two. Mackenzie Stevenson came up just short of the podium last time around. This time will come home in 3rd. I don't know if we can have John Johnson and Brad Johnson. John to the inside. In the 85 Camaro, Brad to the outside. Making his way to the line.
There's the green flag, and we are underway. 2 laps around the track. Brother versus brother. Now it's 5 versus 5. out into 3 and 4. Dead even as they hit the corners.
Off turn number 4 they come. Give the advantage to John. To the white flags, they race down into 1 and 2. Bravo. James John down the back. Into turn number 3, Brad holds even through 3 and 4. They drifted through the corner. Brad goes around. John Johnson takes home the checkered flag.
The Detroit City Tactical Spectator Drag put on a phenomenal show. Failed to disappoint.
The Spectator Drag guys, we really appreciate the videos Tyler makes. You'll see him on YouTube. T-Bird. He makes videos for us all the time. He comes to every single race. He's even traveled with us out of the States. And we appreciate everything he does. And we're a little bit lame, so we don't have a gift card, but we got a bunch of cash for you because we appreciate it. He's been following us
2019 Detroit City Tactical Spectator Drag Champion, John Johnson.